once again, I'm giving you guys a video much later than anticipated. I'm really, really sorry about that. I've just been swamped with work for some big plans that we have coming up. But I'll talk more about that later. Right now, you guys are tuning in for the BabyMetal review. And first and foremost, I want to give a big, big thank you to Ashley, who helped us out and was our camera woman for this. Because we kind of found out last minute that we were going to be covering the BabyMetal show. And all of our staff were already preoccupied with something. It was too short a notice. Ashley stepped up. She held the camera for us. And it's because of her that we were able to do the fan interviews that you guys hopefully just saw. If you didn't see that, go back to part 1 of this and check that out. But it's all because of her. So big, big thanks, Ashley. Another big thanks goes to the people that were standing around me at the actual concert itself. But more on that later. First and foremost, BabyMetal in New York City at the Hammerstein was awesome. If you guys were not there, you missed a really, really great show. The band was really, really up to the task. The girls were on par. Their choreography was just brilliant, all over the place, and it was a fun show. They had steps, a big raised stage, so they had like a double stage going on. They had a video projector, it was more of an LCD actually, not a projector behind them, flashing imagery. There was pyrotechnics, and honestly, the girls were just really, really into this show. You could tell that they were really, really excited to be performing in New York City, and there were some great moments. Surprisingly, it wasn't just the 3 of them on stage the whole time with the band. There were actually moments where it would just be Sue, or the 2 younger girls would just be out there by themselves, and Sue would be backstage or something like that. And more importantly to me, because I'm more of a metal fan, we actually got to see just the band perform a couple of times, and that was a lot of fun because these instrumentalists are amazing. They're really, really good. And I know that BabyMetal has been siphoning musicians from the VK scene. Like there's members from Deluhi and members from Bloodstained Child who have worked with the group. And it shows because those bands were great. And, you know, whoever was on stage, I'll be honest, I'll be 100% honest, I don't know who the actual band is right now. I think there is a revolving door for who the actual band is in BabyMetal. But who was actually on stage in New York, I don't know who it was. I don't know who it was, but I will tell you, they were awesome. The 2 guitarists were awesome. I actually heard a rumor that their lead guitarist is actually the fellow from Live Moon, who are one of my favorite non-VK Japanese groups. If you guys haven't heard of Live Moon, check them out. They're freaking awesome. I forgot. I'm trying not to curse because BabyMetal's family friendly. But if that was him, oh dear God, it showed. Oh dear God, it showed because that guitarist was brilliant. What else? Seeing them perform solo was really great because not only did they perform solo, they actually had moments where each instrumentalist had a moment to himself, and it was really, really great because I'm more there for the metal aspect of it than the pop aspect of it. Granted, watching the girls dance on stage and perform like that is fun, but for me, I'm more wowed by the actual instrumentalists, and to actually see them have a moment in the sunshine was really, really cool for people like me. And also, that brings me to my other point. I was actually kind of shocked that they were more pushing the metal aspect of BabyMetal rather than the fusion aspect of BabyMetal or the pop aspect of BabyMetal. For example, all the intro videos and outro videos that they were showing on the LCD screen were all about metal, you know, where, you know, this band has been destined to save metal, you know, by the Kitsune God, you know, it was all about metal. And just before they brought them out for the encore, they were showing the photos of the girls with the big 4 thrash metal bands. Over the summer, for those of you who don't know, the girls performed in Europe, and they took photos with members of the big 4 thrash metal bands. The big 4 thrash metal bands are, of course, Metallica, Anthrax, Megadeth, and Slayer. And they took photos with all those members of all those bands, and that's what they were showing. They were very, very much about, look, these girls are with these legendary musicians. No photos with Lady Gaga. I guess that just didn't happen, maybe. Or maybe, I guess they kind of knew that when they performed solo, they were more there for a metal crowd, or the metal crowd was mainly going to show up. But yeah, not really much of a mention of the pop fusion or anything like that. They were very much being pushed as a metal band. So I was actually kind of shocked about that, given that, they just opened for Lady Gaga. So now that talking about the show is out of the way, there is one thing I do need to address, and it goes back to why I thank the people around me in the actual concert itself. That's because it's it's very weird for me to say this. BabyMetal was the roughest show I've been to in 10 years. And that is really, really weird for me to say that. And it's not because it was like Nine Inch Nails or Cannibal Corpse or something like that. In terms of, the crowd was just violent. There was a lot of people who were less concerned about enjoying the show and more concerned about trying to slam up front as much as possible. And it made the experience for the people up front, the VIPs, the press members who got general admission, because some press members got backstage, some press members got general admission, Tainted Reality got general admission. But the fans that really were more concerned about trying to get up front really kind of took away a bit from the experience because you guys made it really, really difficult. Made it really, really difficult for a lot of people. There was a girl who was about 5'0", who when the crowd started getting really rough and really started trying to push up front, it got really bad to the point where obviously I was trying to keep my phone up. I couldn't even bring my arms back down because the crowd was packed so tight. And we were getting packed so tightly that it was difficult for me to breathe. And usually at a show, it's easy for me because I'm 6'3", I'm above the crowd, and I could breathe. But we were getting smashed so tight, my chest was literally being smashed against the guy in front of me, and, I was getting short of breath. And this girl who was, right over here to my left, it was so rough that she had to leave. She couldn't breathe. I could see that she wasn't good. And when she tried to get out, people wouldn't let her out. And literally, myself and the people around me had to turn and scream at the crowd behind us, "Let her out." There were... It got really bad because there were literally people coming up behind us, throwing fists in between us, trying to pry us apart to get closer. And it's like, you're not going to get any closer. It's already packed enough up here as it is. If you wanted to be up front, you should have came at 5 a.m. just like everybody else, or you should have bought a VIP ticket. You really took away from the experience from everybody that was up front, who were just trying to have a good time, just trying to enjoy the show. But because there were fans who were more concerned about trying to get up front than enjoying the show, there were some difficult moments in the show. Not just for myself, but for the people around me. And I know it's rock and roll. I know this stuff happens. But guys, this is BabyMetal. Literally, they were trying to show a promo about, stop the bullying, peace and love, stuff like that. And you guys are just being violent trying to get up front. And I'm not talking about violent like it's a metal show trying to enjoy yourself. You're getting violent trying to smash up front. You're being greedy. With that said, the show itself was still a lot of fun. I still had a good time despite that. And really, I want to thank BabyMetal's management and PR people for allowing Tainted Reality to cover the show. We had a great time. Loved every minute of it. But I got to wrap this up before it gets too long. But guys, just to let you know what I was working on. Tainted Reality's 10th anniversary is coming up in 2015. And we got some really, really big plans. I can't announce anything just yet, but it is going to start in December. We do have something very, very special that we're going to be announcing hopefully this week in December. This is not something that Tainted Reality has ever done before, and it's our attempt to try to give back. Try to give back a little bit, because 'tis the season of giving, and Tainted Reality wants to do something new. It's our 10th anniversary, and we want to do something special. Something really, really special. And so we're going to be announcing something. And it is going to turn into a good time for you guys. It really, really is. But the ambition behind it is a little bit different. And yes, I am talking about what I alluded to before on the Tainted Reality Facebook page. This is going to be the next telethon. So keep an eye out on the Tainted Reality page and the Tainted Reality website. Thank you again, everybody, for watching this. Thank you to everybody who was close to me at BabyMetal. You guys were awesome. And once again, big thanks to the management, big thanks to Ashley, big thanks to the PR people, and keep it locked here on Tainted Reality. If you like this video, hit subscribe. We got some really big plans coming up, especially for our YouTube channel coming up in the next couple of weeks. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the time to follow Tainted Reality. This is our 10th anniversary, 2015 coming up. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is about to get crazy.